Hey everyone, welcome to the show. I have updates to share about Donald Trump's coup clowns. So first, a federal appeals panel rejected Steve Bannon's request to overturn his conviction. So Bannon, I'm sure you all remember, he was convicted on 2 counts of contempt of Congress back in 2022. But the judge agreed, okay, I'll delay your 4-month prison sentence until you have a chance to appeal. So now that the appeals panel said no, Bannon's attorney says he's planning to ask the full appeals court to review the matter. And then if they reject his appeal, Bannon can still take the matter to the U.S. Supreme Court. Now, given the fact that they refused to hear Peter Navarro's nearly identical case, I doubt it. I don't think this is going to happen. I don't think Sloppy Steve is going to win, but it's definitely going to be a while before Mr. Three Shirts is behind bars where he belongs. And then speaking of Peter Navarro, Mr. What They Do, he just filed an emergency motion. He's trying to get an early release again from prison. This guy just won't quit. So Navarro's attorney claims his client was denied the chance to speak with a member of Congress, also a journalist. And the attorney said that the attorney was told he could only visit Navarro on the weekend. So for some reason, Navarro thinks that warrants an early release. Like he's just being so mistreated. So I will let you know how that goes. I also have news about America's defendant, Rudy Giuliani. Last week, Giuliani was fired from his radio show gig with WABC. So the owner of that station is a billionaire. He's a Trump supporter, and his name, I'm probably going to butcher it, but I think it's John Catsimatidis. I don't know. Catsimatidis. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to call him Cats. I'm just going to call him Cats. So anyway, he told the Washington Post, quote, I was told by WABC that he crossed the line and they warned him. He was a great mayor. It's a shame. Was he? And then Katz, this guy whose name I can't pronounce, he also told the New York Times that Giuliani refused to stop talking about the 2020 election on the show. He said, quote, we warned him once, we warned him twice, and I get a text from him last night, and I get a text from him this morning that he refuses not to talk about it. So he left me no option. I suspended him. And he also said, quote, we're not going to talk about fallacies of the November 2020 election. Now, before you go thinking, oh, wow, this guy, he actually has morals. Like he sounds like he's trying to do the right thing here. No. Here's why I think they cut Giuliani loose. As you all know, Dominion Voting Systems is suing Newsmax for defamation. This was also related to the 2020 election. The Daily Beast just recently reported that Newsmax is trying to throw this Catsimatidis or whatever the heck his name is. They're trying to throw this guy under the bus, basically. They're trying to force him to sit for a deposition in their case because Dominion didn't sue him and didn't sue his media companies, even though he was broadcasting the same exact election fraud fairy tales. So they do kind of have a point. I mean, Newsmax named this Katz guy. They named his media companies as well in a recent petition because they're trying to enforce a subpoena to force him to sit for this deposition. And they cited statements that were made on his shows by Sidney Powell and Rudy Giuliani. Like I said, it does seem odd, right? It seems very strange that Newsmax and others are being sued. They're being singled out, but then these same people, Giuliani, Powell, others, made the same false statements on Katz airwaves, yet he is being given a pass. In any case, I think this Katz guy, he doesn't want any additional scrutiny. I think that's why he shut Rudy Giuliani down, because he knows, okay, now they're looking at me and wondering why I didn't get hit with a defamation suit. And don't worry about Giuliani. I know you were all worried. How's he going to pay his bills? No, he's okay. He has already found a new gig. He is apparently going to go to work for Mr. Three Shirt Steve. Bannon made an announcement on his show that they're going to try to figure out how to give Rudy a Real America's Voice show. And Giuliani definitely needs the money because Georgia election workers Ruby Freeman and Shay Moss just filed another new lawsuit against him. The new lawsuit is not asking for money, but they are asking the court to impose a permanent gag order on him. And I'm sure they will ask for money if they start getting threats again. But what they wrote was that he had perpetuated essentially a, quote, campaign of targeted defamation and harassment. So I will let you know what happens with that. Last but not least, I have a quick update about one of Trump's co-defendants. An appeals court has denied Harrison Floyd's request to dismiss the charges against him in the Georgia RICO case. I've mentioned before, Floyd is accused of trying to pressure Ruby Freeman into falsely saying that she helped to rig the 2020 election against Trump. So unless this entire case gets tossed, Floyd will be taking the stand. He, or he will be standing trial, I should say, for his alleged crimes. So we will see. I will let you know when I hear more. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, please share, and subscribe. Please donate if you can. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.